Welcome to Failing at Reading the News, episode number 138. In the chat, there's Trucker, TC, and Chadwick, and Johnny P, the Gulf State Leafelsberg, who I think is, who I believe is Giga, but I'm not too sure. I can see him by myself right now because none of my co-hosts have showed up, but hopefully somebody knows. Hey, I finally got co-hosts.
Hello.
Hey, man.
Yeah. Where is everyone? Oh, Green Blunder's in there.
Yeah, everyone's busy right now. I don't want to disclose it on stream right now, but I'll tell you off air.
I think I know what it is. He's thought he was going to fart again.
Yeah.
What have you got for us today, Jock?
Stuff. Same as every other day.
Stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Rain like mold. Slops out of orange juice from Asda. For those who don't know, Asda's the supermarket in the UK.
A brain like mold.
Yeah,
well, it explains what happened to Jeremy Corbyn.
I don't know how you didn't get getting that empty though, because I mean, surely you'd taste it. It would taste different, wouldn't it? It wouldn't taste like orange juice.
It doesn't look like orange fucking juice. I suspect if you've got a sense of smell, it would. And a student was left traumatized. You weak-willed.
Well, that a student.
Yeah, left traumatized just because.
Remember, a lot of students get traumatized these days because words.
Yeah.
So it's not that surprising.
This sort of stuff hardly, is extraordinarily rare to happen. It must have just been a bloody oversight.
Yeah. A student was left traumatized after finding an unknown substance resembling brains in a carton of orange juice. Lauren Howard, 17, cut open the carton after detecting an unusual sour taste and bits flowing inside her drink. After discovering the gloopy matter inside, Lauren couldn't sleep and spent the whole night retching.
Yeah, well, she suggested some. I'm not surprised. You don't know what that stuff's going to do.
I think this is a placebo effect, I mean.
It could be. You don't know what it is. I mean, could have been mold. It could have been anything. Either way, yeah. You've ingested a foreign substance. You don't know what it is. It looks pretty unhealthy. She should go and seek medical advice.
Oh. The carton from Asda, which had an expiry date of October 2019, was sealed when Lauren went to pour herself a drink after dinner. He said, "The only thing I didn't do was shake it, something my mum always said to do." She began to pour a glass. It was coming out red. Coming out a red, bloody orange colour. I thought it was a bit strange, but I just put it down to the fact I hadn't shaken it. See, it sounds like it's...
No, if it's coming out a red bloody orange colour and there's bits floating in it, yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah, I wouldn't drink it.
Yeah, and if you did take a mouthful of it and it tasted odd, you spit the fucker out.
Can I put Scully into a bowl of tomato sauce? No.
Maybe it's next week, Cryptic. But Hey, asking for £1,000 donation and you'll do it.
£1,000. And the first test is back. I'm pregnant. And Blackman is the father. You card.
I have witnesses to see otherwise.
Well, according to Trucker, you got him pregnant, so.
He's obviously been on those special sauces again. So what's up with you, Trucker? Not being on the stream.
£1,000 to Skill Scotsman, bargain deal. It's good. You're the kind of person that pay it as well.
Well, all you have to do is fake your death online. You learn how to do a different voice and continue streaming.
Yeah, I could just come back on a different name, use a voice changer.
Yep.
Problem solved. You be dead, so I don't have to pay it.
No, you pay first before the death.
Yeah, he says he's in the emergency room waiting for the Sobos to come stitch him up.
Ah.
And hopefully you aren't off work for too long.
Yeah. Hope you get through it pretty easily, actually.
She went to pour it down the sink. She noticed something was in the car and was stopping the juice from flowing out. That's when she and her mum, Tracy 48, decided to cut it open and see what's inside. And her mum took a photo and put it on Facebook because we couldn't work out what it was. It was so gross. We had guesses from brains to a dead mouse. It could be brains on a dead mouse. It could be a dead mouse's brains.
Fucking big brain mouse.
If you're eating right now, look at that.
Not yet, but I will be later. I've seen worse. I've been watching fucking horror films are worse than that while I've been eating.
JC from Knaresborough, West Yorkshire. Alright, back in a bit one way or another. And hopefully. She bought this 89p carton of juice from Mazda 2 weeks ago. She was given a refund for the price of the item after complaining directly for the store. Tracy says her daughter has been traumatized by the entire thing. It's a bit much, isn't
it? People who lead extremely sheltered lives and have something bad happen and tend to overreact.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as a student, so it can't be that surprising. She barely slept. That night she barely slept and couldn't drink anything. She was just retching. So you get one night a week of not sleeping is traumatic. She was worrying about all the drinks. And what could have been in them, even the tap water. None of the family will be drinking juice from the carton again, that's for sure. Asda has apologised for the incident and launched an investigation. Spokesperson says we pride ourselves on offering high quality products to our customers.
They generally do, though.
And they're very sorry that the carton of juice Miss Howard purchased seemed to unfortunately have been damaged and become mouldy. We have launched an investigation to understand what could have happened. We can confirm we've had no other complaints of this nature. We've contacted Miss Howard to apologise and keep her updated with our investigations.
Yeah, I wonder what she'd be like if the same thing happened to her that happened to a mate of mine. He bought a packet of crisps, right, on the way to school. Bought a packet of crisps. Opened them up. There were 3 or 4 beetles inside. No, deep fried and flavoured, but still beetles.
You what?
Yeah.
Have you eaten the whole packet of crisps by then?
No, he just opened it. Audrey, I think there was Salt and Shake, but either way, yeah, 3 or 4 Beatles in your crisps. Potato chips, you Americans.
So yeah, in China that'd be like, oh, extra meat, brilliant.
Yeah. But I mean, you've had reports of people buying bloody pies, what mince pies, and finding fingertips in them and stuff like that.
It happens.
Yeah, it's far more common than you think.
BBC News shocks viewers by flashing social media message saying, "I love to fuck you or your arse" on TV. BBC viewers were left stunned yesterday after the London Evening News showed a social media comment reading, "I love your arse." Saying, "I love to fuck your arse." Ashley Moss, 55, was watching with her 6-year-old granddaughter when the link comment popped up on the screen.
It would be even funny if it was on over a kids' program.
Yeah, that would have been quite funny.
Teletubbies say, "I love to fuck your ass."
Incidentally, no critic, I'm not in love with a stripper, though. Incidentally, I got a message on Tinder earlier today. Literally just said "shag?" ?
What?
Yeah, I got a message on Tinder earlier saying that "shag?" ?
You're on Tinder.
You know, I was like, I basically said hello or something. I just got fucking.
Yeah, why not?
At least hello.
You should have said.
Being like upfront with what you want. Like,
yeah, you should have.
I mean, I'm not going to say no, but still.
Are you sure it's a girl, though?
Yeah, look like a girl.
Yeah, that doesn't narrow it down these days, does it?
Way to go, BBC. You probably should have said yes. He's probably a 300-pound fat chick. No.
It almost makes me want to TC. It almost makes me want to start my TV license up again.
This story has just made my day. It appeared next to the photo of a female model sat in a gym dressed in workout gear as she stares at the camera. That makes it even better. Ashley, a warehouse supervisor from High Wycombe in northwest London, said, "I'm no prude, but I'm absolutely appalled by their standards." Why did BBC have standards? That's your problem. The show was dealing with online bullying after discussing Jessie Nelson from Little Mix. It was quite an uplifting piece. It was quite positive. You got license for that chick porn school. That day chick porn school, you know. They showed me a plus size model on Instagram. When I saw a comment, I couldn't believe it. I was gobsmacked. Fat fuck. Getting cryptic was a bit weird.
Yeah, I think Cryptic's going into orgasm there.
Then again, I say it's weird, but this is a guy that pays me to sing, so it's always a bit weird. I thought they'd sing Sonic at the end of it, but there was nothing.
What would you do if Cryptic paid you £500 to do the entire stream on camera dressed as a fairy princess?
A lot. I would pay you to cause me pain inside. Really? I'll leave it up to everyone else's interpretation. Somebody's gone to pay for that, surely. I would say that was bad at 10 o'clock, let alone 7:15 in the evening. Just when I think I'm losing my sense of humor, this somebody comes along and proves me wrong. Clearly, the woman here has no sense of humor.
No, they generally don't, do they?
No. Some took to social media to brand the featured comment as disgusting and unacceptable. Ted Baker tweets, since when has it been acceptable to show such disgusting language in the news? Spokeswoman said,
You just can't, can you?
some people need better things to do with their life. Ellington Brick, I'm doing alright yourself.
Hiya, Inky.
BBC spokeswoman said the mistake was spotted immediately and the image was taken down. So,
I mean, yeah, I can't remember when the BBC would have actually apologised for that. Yeah, pretty much as it happened, but yeah, it's still end of the day. It's just a stupid mistake. Laugh it off.
like nobody was killed or anything. It's fine.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, words hurt.
Of course they do.
Yeah, they're violent.
Yeah.
Suppose ITV will try and go on better. Yeah, and they'll be showing the 6 o'clock. Yeah, the 5:15 news, and a BDSM tape will accidentally get played or something daft.
Well, house collapses in Rugby in the middle of the night. Imagine it. That must be terrifying, though.
Yeah.
You know, you're sleeping in bed and then this happens.
Just as long as you're not sleeping in the part that collapses.
Even still, it's still be terrifying.
You know, what caused this? It's obviously a plus-size house burglar.
Or a shoddy extension.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably what it was, which is a bad extension.
Well, it's a prefab house by the look of it.
Pretty what house?
Prefabricated. Basically, the walls are all made in a factory, taken to the site, and then bolted together.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
Yeah, look at this. That's pretty much what it looks like.
Yeah. Only 45 minutes left to work, so no complaints here. How are you guys?
Doing fine.
House collapsed overnight, leaving rooms exposed and debris and possessions strewn across the street. The cable line to the property in Claremont Road, Rugby, Warwickshire, fell down about 2 a.m. in the morning. Because it must have woken up the whole street.
You'd think.
And the family who lives there were away at the time. Well, when they got lucky then.
Yeah.
Had they been at the house at the time, that would have been a hell of a lot worse.
Yeah, well, the villages around here, they're going back mid-80s. A few houses collapsed because it was an old quarry village, so mine works running directly under one of the streets. Subsided.
That's no fun.
Yeah, it was on the national news, that one.
One man who lives opposite the property said it was lucky no one was in the house at the time. Martin Flowers was leaving his home at about 4 p.m. on Tuesday when he saw the initial collapse of the house, which sent dust up and down the street. When he returned at 7 o'clock, he said the road was closed. Now the house is down and you can see the furniture and everything in their bedroom.
And that's a trivial thing, but I hope they managed to, that family managed to like recover stuff, especially sentimental stuff.
Yeah. Oh, at the very least, they have like house insurance or something.
Yeah, but old family photo albums and stuff like that get lost. You can't replace them, can you?
No, bits of jewelry and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, just stupid little keepsakes. I mean, we all have them, and we all miss them when we lose them.
Yeah, stuff that means nothing to nobody else, but to you means a lot.
Yeah.
At least Enslow lives nearby. Said it wasn't too obvious from the front exterior of the property. Obviously, there was police in the area escorting off, so I knew something had happened. And then I noticed the pictures on Facebook. You can now see into the intellectual property from the inside, which is quite devastating for the family that live there. Martin Pitcher from Life Investments Estate Agency, which manages the property, said it had arranged for the family to stay in the hotel because they're unable to get into their home. Steps are being taken to help them. They're obviously not able to access the site, so we're making sure all the basic amenities are needed to try and take away some of the pain.
Yeah, so basically they have lost pretty much everything.
Hopefully they at least have home insurance.
Yeah.
Mr. Pitcher said construction had been taking place on the site next to the home, but the cause of the collapse is not known yet. Rugby Borough Council said an investigation had been launched, with a structural engineer sent to assess the property. And the community and support team has spoken to the tenants, which have now accepted an offer of accommodation. An online fundraising page has been set up to help the family. Marshall Police confirmed it was also called to the scene. So hopefully they get that all sorted out.
Yeah, fingers crossed for them.
And welcome, Blanco.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, Blindy.
Yo.
There's three of us now.
Yeah.
And Blind Girl is blank.
Yeah, if you don't know where Chucker is, Chucker's in hospital right now.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's in hospital right now, so hopefully. So he's probably not going to be on.
Just seeing a doctor.
He's in the ER.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
He said he's waiting to get stitched up. I mean, if he really wants to get stitched up, he should move to the UK because he gets stitched up left, right, and centre here.
Is he really actually getting stitched up?
Yeah,
that's what he said. And Cliptic says it was Scotty's fault.
Yeah, I could think it's always my fault, isn't it? So, yeah,
I wonder why he would need stitches. What, he gets shot or something? Like, what the hell?
It's probably the problem he was talking about yesterday off stream.
Probably. Then again, truck work, you never know what kind of injuries you're going to get. So,
yeah, that is so weird to me. Okay. Oh, hope he's okay. Maybe I'll.
I'd hope he's back to work as soon as possible.
Or Rose later. I'll message Rose later.
Yeah. Fireman Sam dropped his mask off for not being inclusive.
What?
What?
Fireman Sam has been dropped as a fire service mascot following claims he's not inclusive enough. Why does it matter?
Don't tell me they want to turn Fireman Sam into a Muslim trans woman.
Like, Fireman Sam's been used for like a fucking fire mascot for about 30 years in fucking across Britain. Yeah. And Skills just says, "Oh, for fuck's sake," I agree.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Fireman Sam. All right. What's next, Postman Pat?
Yeah, probably. Wait, did you get Fireman Sam over in Canada?
No.
Postman Pat, and his vampire bat.
We got Sparky the Fire Dog.
We've got Skittles backstage.
Ah.
That's the
Now
best
he's
place for
on stage.
it. Oh no!
Lincolnshire Fire and Rescue Service said it made the decision after receiving negative feedback about the mascot from the popular kids TV show. Seeming like one person complained about it, and so therefore you get rid of it.
Yeah, is Bob the Builder next?
Bob the Builder's a gay icon, so he's safe. Bob
Well,
the Builder,
actually, no, they kind of they've tried to replace him already with a Mexican, Handy Manny.
Handy Manny, yes, Handy Manny was amazing.
It was just Mexican replacement Bob the Builder.
Didn't that guy? He had fucking tools at the top, didn't he?
Yes, he did, and the dumb hammer was named Pat, which is why I personally liked the TV show.
Huh. I wonder why. The world may never know. But yeah, I got $1 that says as they're gonna try to replace this dude with like a fucking black Muslim woman or some shit.
Yeah, as I said, the black Muslim trans woman.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear you say that.
Who's probably also disabled.
Yeah.
Hope she's not blind.
Yeah,
I
the
don't
force
want
is
no
other
blind
mascot.
person pandering.
What was that?
I said, it better not be blind person pandering. I don't want him to be blind. If it's disabled blind people, I'm gonna be pissed.
I don't want a blind firefighter. That'd be a terrible idea.
Yeah, no,
That would be a fucking awful thing to happen.
yeah, now
Yes,
the forces,
exactly.
now the forces other mascots, fire extinguisher shaped. Freddie, Filbert, and Penelope will be used in place of Fireman Sam. Why?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it is the reason coming up.
According to government statistics, 5.2% of firefighters in England were women in 2017.
So that means that Fireman Sam actually represents the fire brigade because he's a
You
man.
should have just called him Firefighter Samantha, but still had him as a man. You would have been fine.
Yeah, it's
Maybe they just turned him gay or something. I don't know.
yeah.
Well, he looks gay
Wasn't
anyway.
it in England that they were where they were lowering the standard for firefighters so they could get more women firefighters.
Yeah, I think that was London. I think it was London, wasn't it?
I think they wanted to, but they're facing stiff opposition.
I can fucking imagine why if my house is burning down. I want some.
They're only saving people's lives, but
Yeah,
hey,
if my fucking house is burning down and I need a firefighter has to fucking drag me out of my house, I want to make sure it's someone who's actually physically capable of doing that.
Yeah,
I can't go up that ladder to fire chief. Why not? A broken nail.
Yeah. Lincolnshire's chief of fire officer, Les Ritzman, said the mascot was outdated and did not sell the fire safety message. How not?
Oh, fuck off.
It's a popular kids TV show. How could it
hell.
not sell the fire safety message? Like, really?
leave my fireman alone, okay? You know what? A fireman is fucking sexy and just awesome. Like any single woman that sees a firefighter walking by with no shirt on, they're like, hells yes. Don't fuck that up for us. Do not fuck that up for us single ladies, okay? Fucking.
Well, you can't see it anyway.
Trust me, I know the abs are there. That's good enough for me.
Yeah, women have like a sixth sense of knowing when a dude in a uniform is rolling by.
Yeah, especially.
Firefighters nationally and residents. Firefighters nationally and residents locally have raised some concerns about Fireman Sam doesn't reflect the fire service today in terms of both the job itself and our workforce.
Oh, for
Bullshit.
fuck's sakes.
Oh,
Actually, according to their own statistic that they cited, yes, it fucking does.
Yeah.
Skittles, there's another thing. Blind women having a special advantage. They can tell by subtle noises a guy makes when he's walking past just how rich he is.
Oh yes, we can. I try to use that to my full advantage.
Hey, remember, you only need 3 inches to fully satisfy a woman. It's called a credit card.
Yep.
Women. Yeah. Cryptic's a fireman, apparently.
Mm.
Dude, is that a fart? Because that really stinks.
Yeah, blaming on your kid.
Dude, something smells like poop in my living room, and I'm hoping that it's just a fart.
I'm just laughing at what Inky just put in the chat there. Yeah, she says, I work opposite a fire station. Wednesday is drill night and my favourite night of the week. Haha.
Okay, you can have a little
Blowing
bit of
the phone.
popcorn. Okay, a little bit of popcorn. I'm making dinner right now, okay?
Then again, actually, if he did shit himself, he's not. He's now the second person to shit himself on my stream.
No, it's just a fart
Only-
so far. I mean,
only, you know.
he has pooped himself on your stream a couple of times, actually. I just haven't said much.
I see. He was the first one, and Green Thunder was the second one, actually.
Yeah, my son is generally a poopster.
The Green Thunder, and I just announced it.
Stupidly.
Cryptic has a fire in his pants. You might want to get that looked at, especially if it's when you pee.
Gonorrhea. Gonorrhea.
It's important to us. Our open days, community events. Don't
Stop making me laugh,
Make it
Batman.
into-
It hurts to laugh.
Good.
Good that we just talk about it. It's important to us that our open days and community events don't make anyone feel less excluded, and therefore we took this decision.
Hold on.
What about
I
white
think,
kids?
They don't want to make anyone feel less excluded.
You feel excluded, but then they exclude the white person. So, where's the logic in
And
that one?
men.
That's another thing that is just part of life and you should just learn to live with. Being
Firemen
excluded.
are fucking hot. Leave them alone.
Yeah, which is why
no.
which is why whenever I'm on a date, and if she bursts into flames, a fire woman is putting her out because that's the last thing I'm dealing with. is a
blind girl,
Okay, but then again,
only bad firemen are hot. And they're usually running about
there is
flaming.
there is.
When we used to live by a fire station, and whenever they were doing fire drills, I'd go outside to wash my dad's car on purpose. Okay?
Oh, you were that girl.
Yes, I was.
Then again, there is what. Then again, actually, fireman Sam as well. So I don't feel too bad about it. But yeah, it's been the Welsh person.
Yeah. Interesting this isn't here today.
Yeah, they would be doing like, the fire drills of, putting up fires and shit. They'd be looking all hot and stuff. And I'd just go outside in the lowest cut shirt I could find and start washing my dad's car. Yeah. I think that's what they call jailbait, but
Yeah.
Mm.
Wait. How old were you at the time?
I was like 17, 16.
Yeah. Jailbait
Not-
and and depending on the laws of Canada, possibly illegal.
That's
You always think
that's legal over here.
and other ways to engage children and adults to help them learn more about fire safety and a firefighter's role. Women firefighters risk their lives every day, while so do the male ones. Even more so.
Yeah.
Yeah, 95% of them are male.
Mm-hmm. Well, like I said, there's only 5.2% of firefighters in the UK female.
Well, I said England. Yeah.
I bet it's the entire UK.
Yeah,
that's what got it.
it's probably a pretty similar stat across the UK.
So,
Give or take, we'll go give or take 1% to be generous.
yeah. Calling them the rightful title of firefighter should not be too much to ask. But then if you're a firefighter and you're a man, then you're a fireman. Then there's also a firewoman as well.
Yeah. What if you don't identify as a man or a woman? Well, you fire thing.
Excuse me, I'll have you know I am a fire gender fluid polyamorous demi-queer asexual. Thank you very much, bigot.
Yeah, massive cost of firefighter numbers and a complete lack of recruitment over the last decade have underlined any efforts to diversify the fire and rescue workforce. I don't want a fucking diverse fire and rescue workforce.
Yeah, I want a fire. I want a force that is capable of being firefighters.
Hey, what happens
Fuck
if
fuck your diversity. People's fucking
what I
lives
know-
are at stake here.
What happens if your house or your office is on fire, right? Or your place of work is on fire, and the entire local fire brigade, they come out, and and just as they're getting the fire tender and that set up,
Allahu
prayer
Akbar,
time.
boom.
no, it's prayer time.
Ah,
I don't care if they're women in the fire force as long as they pass the same test the men have to pass.
Yeah,
If not, you can fuck off.
I agree.
yeah. Yeah, it's like how in the Marine Corps for infantry school when they started allowing women in infantry, which I'm still against that decision, was when they fucking lowered the standards big time for the women so that they could actually pass.
Should not do that. You should have to pass the same test as men if you want to get in.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree. It's like it's like when first women were in Ranger school, they allowed them to try like 5 separate times.
Exactly.
If you're a dude, you fail out of Ranger school
Yeah.
unless it's because you had like some grievous bodily injury, you're done. You fail out, you're done. Sorry, sucks to suck.
Yeah, women can't ask for equality and want easier test. That's not equal. Yep.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Agreed.
There's a push to lower standards for police in North America so women can be cops. It's a dark day to be a man. Lately, so.
I agree.
The Tory government has also scrapped critical targets.
Like, remember that
critical
one?
equality targets. Fireman is an archaic term that doesn't reflect the reality of the job. Well, 95% of the time it does.
The reason why it's called firemen is because it used to be all the men had to be part of the bucket brigade if something caught fire. So it was exclusively men. And the term just stuck. And most of the time we call them firefighters now.
I think it's time that the producers of the show accept that.
Yep. Hey, what's that comment see at the bottom of the
I don't know. Yeah, earlier this year, the service has been criticised. Children's TV show Fireman Song and Peppa Pig for being sexist and for using the term fireman instead of firefighter during an episode.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Earlier this year, firefighters from West Midlands recorded a heartwarming message from a 4-year-old girl who thought she couldn't realise her dream of being a firefighter because she is a girl. Yeah, you're probably told to say that by your own parents.
Yeah. Shut up, you little shit, and read the script.
Yep. Very much.
yeah, you work hard. You manage to get yourself up to standards. Of course, you can be whatever you want.
Yeah. Work hard,
So-
bust your ass, and make it so that get yourself up to standard, and you fucking can be.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna hand you that shit because vagina.
You can be whatever Skittles wants you to be.
I wouldn't want to be that.
Yeah, neither do I.
Unless you can be Kate Upton in Michelle Pfeiffer's Batwoman suit, giving me a blowjob while I eat a steak off of Jennifer Lawrence's ass.
Now you've got me thinking about that Happy Easter video from Kate Upton.
You're welcome.
You've seen that one, I take it. Yeah, here comes Peter Rabbit-tail. Or Peter Cottontail, rather. You've seen it, haven't you?
No comment.
Time for a Tommy Robinson article.
Woohoo!
Far-right extremist Tommy Robinson will be freed from prison at the weekend.
He's not far right and he's not an extremist.
Yeah, I thought an idea for a stream one day. The Tommy Robinson drinking game. Every time there's a mention of him being a former EDL leader, his real name, far right, or anti-Muslim, you take a drink.
Do you want alcohol poisoning? Because that's how you get alcohol poisoning.
Because apparently he has some Muslim supporters.
Yeah, what? Yeah, and don't they have him in like a 23-1 situation when there are actual terrorists who basically have free reign to do whatever the fuck they want?
Yep.
Yeah, you would die, Scotty. No one can drink that much, not even Andre the Giant.
I don't know. Andre the Giant was known to drink over 100 beers in a single setting.
Beers.
Yeah. According to Jake the Snake, he'd seen Andre the Giant drink 6 bottles of wine, 3 bottles of whiskey, and 50 beers, and not even be buzzed.
Yeah, but I bet he didn't do it all in one go.
No,
he
that was like a pretty standard night for him.
Yeah, it took him all night,
Exactly.
and he was probably
also
eating
love
in between
Boingo.
drinks.
Yeah. Tommy Robinson was handed a 9-month sentence in contempt of court during a trial at the Old Bailey in July.
Scotty can drink a bottle of root beer and he'd be drunk. Nice cryptic.
No, I'm not you. I'm not Asian.
Yeah. Cryptic's like East Asian, so he'd have a wine gum, and that'd be him under the table.
I don't know. He's Asian. They can knock back some sake.
No, they can't. Actually, no, they can't. People from the Far East have a low alcohol tolerance than people from like the West.
Just another reason why the West is the best.
Foreign exchange Tommy Robinson can be freed from prison this year, according to Katie Hopkins.
Good. Free Tommy Robinson. He's done nothing wrong.
I bet Katie Hopkins is dancing around her apartment because she's a Tommy Robinson fan as well.
I could drink a 6-pack just fine. I think that's nothing.
Just one 6-pack, you lightweight.
A 6-pack? What is this, breakfast?
Robinson, real name Stephen Yaxley Leding.
Drink.
Being held at London's HMP Belmarsh. After being jailed in July for contempt of court, Hopkins made a claim in a video uploaded to her Twitter account. After visiting the EDL founder behind bars.
Drink.
Drink.
If Hopkins is correct, Robinson will have served just 9 months, just 9 weeks of his 9-month prison sentence.
He shouldn't have even served the 9 weeks.
No, he shouldn't, because he wasn't in contempt of court.
He did not. He did absolutely nothing wrong.
They're showing where he was filming now. Look.
I just wanted to get. If Hopkins is correct, Hopkins said, "What I get from him in the sense is the light goes on. He's clearly very motivated to get out and tell the people's stories on the streets of the UK." Hopkins,
as he should be.
He will be released over the weekend, but claimed he will use a back entrance to escape media interest surrounding the release. It will happen anywhere. Hopkins, who has been strongly criticised for her controversial views on immigration and Islam, strongly backed Robinson in his high-profile court case appearances. Robinson is understood to be in solitary confinement during his jail term, claiming he is a threat of assault of other inmates. Well, yeah, that's because they do that deliberately.
Yeah.
I mean, they were
trying. You cannot convince me they were not trying to get him killed in prison.
Well, they were trying to move into
or get him to kill himself in prison.
They were trying to move into a high Muslim population prison at one point.
Yep.
And they were. Robinson is on the English Defence League found was found to stand at a 9-month sentence for the Old Bailey on the 11th of July after he committed contempt of court. He filmed defendants outside Leeds Crown Court during a trial into the exploitation of girls.
It wasn't during the trial. It was
after the trial.
It was after the trial. It was during the sentencing phase, which is not actually part of the trial.
Yeah. And he also only gave information that was already public anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. So once again, did absolutely nothing wrong. Also, them talking about him being in prison for contempt of court. That's like the 3rd time they've said that exact same sentence in this article.
Yeah. Paid by the word with the arm at home because
they want the general public to hate the guy.
Yep.
Breach of report and restriction and put into jeopardy other child grooming trials.
If you actually saw the video which he was arrested for, he was on the other side of the road to the court, and there was the mainstream media are on the same side of the road as the court, filming at the time. So bullshit.
They're counting on people to not actually know what happened. because anyone who actually has even the most basic understanding of what happens knows that this entire thing is bullshit.
Yeah.
Film the feminist outside the Leeds Crown Court into the sexual exploitation of girls. He breached a reporting restriction, putting in jeopardy other child grooming child.
How?
Yeah, how?
Second.
No dead air, do. No
No
dead air, do.
His videos were seen 3.4 million times, but there's a ban on publicizing any details because there were other trials ongoing that involved 29 people.
But the mainstream media were allowed to. But the mainstream media were allowed to do whatever the fuck they wanted. Apparently.
Hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. Robinson was convicted. Was Bishop wearing convicted of journalism T-shirt before he was sent down. The mainstream media and the legal system lying. No,
I know, right? This is my shocked face.
he was actually found guilty of breaking reporting restrictions by aggressively confronting and filming defendants in a criminal trial and broadcast the footage on social media.
That was after the trial, and also the mainstream media was doing exactly the same fucking thing. So fucking arrest every fucking BBC journalist or Metro or Mirror or whatever fucking other rags you have over in the UK. Arrest all of them.
No, won't happen. A judge also deemed that approaching the defendants and publicly asking why they were not being harassed had been citing his supporters to engage in vigilante action. So it's not
How?
violence.
That's not at all what that is.
That's why I heard a cat.
Meow.
It's greedy face. I'm going to be buggering off about 11:30 because I am at present ordering myself a pizza.
The Ministry of Justice was contacted for a comment and said it would not comment on individual cases. Of course they wouldn't. Why wouldn't they? Why would you ever comment on individual cases? So like and share the stream.
Oh.
I was thinking if anyone that'll make Skittles rage.
Oh boy, we're gonna rage. Shall we have some rage? Let's have some rage.
What, against the machine?
Mum throws daughter and another baby out from window after learning she is disabled.
What?
What?
Mum throws daughter and another baby from window after learning she is disabled.
Yeah, she deserves horrible
Death.
things happening.
Death. Instant firing squad. Waterboard with diesel.
not instant,
Waterboard
just
with
very,
boiling
very-
oil. What the?
Very, very slow and painful death.
Yes.
And the 23-year-old threw a second baby 16 feet to her death in a bid to cover her crime in police in Magmangan, Uzbekistan, believe. Uzbeks, it all makes sense. Mum threw her newborn out of the maternity ward after medics told her her child was likely to be disabled.
What?
Yeah, words. In an attempt to cover police in Uzbekistan believe the 23-year-old then dropped a second baby girl, not hers, out the same window.
Okay, so not only did she murder her own child, but this evil fucking bitch kills another child.
Yep.
Then
You
what?
just couldn't make this shit up, could you?
Neither of the babies survived and both died later in intensive care. Killers
If it was a man, he wouldn't have
Children
made it
die
to
of natural causes after being born with severe disabilities. It took another night of sleeping. It took another hour for sleeping night duty staff at the healthcare facility in Mammangan, the foreign, to realize the babies were missing and had fallen 16 feet.
Not had fallen. Were thrown.
When they were found, the girls were barely alive and severely injured from the fall, but both died soon after in intensive care. You've already said this. The woman named only as D.KH. You should name and shame her.
No, fuck that. What's this cunt's name? What's her fucking name?
Yeah, I want
They
to know
were
her
the
name.
fucking cowards.
Yes, they were.
Faces 15 to 25 years under Uzbekistan's laws. It should be a lot fucking longer than
Fuck that. Fuck that. No, fucking death. Instant death in the slow, just immediate. Straight, take her straight to be fucking executed publicly. I want a fucking public execution on the fucking breaking wheel live on pay-per-view so I can watch it.
How long to realize they were missing babies? An hour. With how the world is turning out, I'm not even joking anymore. I'm all for violence against people who would advocate violence and genetic cleansing people like this. Police source said the woman given birth twice before the babies who were disabled and both died from natural causes. Well, that's not a fucking excuse to kill two babies, is it?
Yeah,
No,
I don't
it
give
is
a
not.
shit. No, not at all. And yeah, Michael, he said it took an hour to figure out these two babies were missing. So, this bitch was able to just go into the fucking maternity ward, grab not only her kid, but some other random fucking kid, and sling him out a fucking window, and no one fucking noticed.
It's wonderful world, isn't it?
Oh my fucking god.
Police said the woman had. This time she was told by maternity hospital doctors that her newborn daughter was unlikely to be healthy.
Doesn't matter.
It made her think that no one would ever love or need this baby and pushed her to commit this awful crime. The mother was believed to
What? Wait, hold on. Read that sentence one more time.
It made her think that no one would ever love or need this baby and pushed her to commit this awful crime.
No. Nothing fucking pushed her to commit this crime except her being a psychotic evil bitch. Fuck that trying to fucking give fucking excuses for that shit. Fuck that. Fuck whoever made that fucking excuse. Fuck that bitch for doing that shit. I want her fucking dead.
I want her dead slowly.
The mother is believed to have been told the child had bow legs, a condition which is likely to have been totally cured if it was the only problem. So it wasn't even a problem, really.
Bow-legged. Is that all?
Yeah.
That was the fucking thing that decided to make this woman kill her newborn child.
And another newborn child as well.
Yeah, and somebody else's.
What about the second baby then? Doctors have been given more details of the baby condition. Doctors have not been given more details of the baby's condition. The second tragic mother whose healthy baby was named MT, was named MT, age 22. Murder case against D.KH, and a separate case of medical negligence against the hospital staff who were asleep at the time. Really? Your night staff were asleep. They face up to 8 years in jail. Women of Uzbekistan committee said that we got in touch with the family of the women who killed the babies. We don't approve of what she did, but we would like to help her and her family by easing their great psychological trauma, said a statement.
Fuck helping her. Fuck her. What the fuck?
Oh, and Blind Girl's back.
Welcome back, blind girl. Exactly.
Yeah.
Welcome back, blind girl. Oh god.
She considers herself lucky didn't have to hear the last story. Hello, Blind Girl. Mine go.
Line girl.
If you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
Hear a cat, but I assume that's Batman's cat.
Yeah, that's my cat.
Talking
And
amongst
she's gone
yourself.
again. Well, I don't want to talk amongst myself.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh fucking hell.
What's
Yeah.
up?
It's that story, was it?
That
Yeah.
was a horror story.
Yeah.
Talking about the cat, I better go and give him his nosh.
Yeah, is it
The
working now?
Bat Cat.
Yep.
Functional says I always knew Batman has a pussy.
Is it working now?
That's why I dinged it. Functional says I always knew Batman has a pussy. Whoa.
Is it working now?
Somebody's playing the stream.
Yeah, I think it's playing. Go playing the stream, I think.
I just
Oh,
heard
that was me.
myself.
Be right back.
No. Yeah, those. We can't hear. No dead air.
No. You can't hear me, huh? No, we can't hear you. I guess she's gonna try again. So, next news.
Yeah.
Alright.
Someone tell her if she appears backstage again. Furious mum removes daughter 14 from school after she's put in isolation for purple hair.
Okay, we're gonna need a lot more context to this. What's up, Batman? All right, so we're going. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more context. Oh, well, yep. Okay, yeah. Reading that next sentence down, yeah. Then,
Yeah, a furious mum removed her daughter from school after teachers banned her purple hair due to a violation of their school uniform code.
was
this is a
it
private
though?
school. I wouldn't have a problem with this, but this is a public school, I assume. So
Well,
she'd be
there's
telling that people how.
well, people. Well, I wasn't allowed. I went to a public school, but I wasn't around. I wasn't allowed to walk around wearing whatever the fuck I want to. There were still fucking dress codes for schools and shit, and you have to, and you kind of don't get a choice when it comes to following them. I wasn't allowed to wear my fuck cancer shirt when I was in school, so
I'm sure you should be allowed to wear
Well-
every
does this school have like a in their
If you have if a school has a dress code, that will include hairstyles as well. It's the
Yeah.
same. It's the same with a job.
Yeah, it probably says something about like quote like unnatural hair colors, which a lot of places have pretty similar. But a lot of places will have similar codes of that, where it's like it can't be an unnatural hair color.
Yeah,
Washington Academy in Hamilton Leicester told the 14-year-old Eva Herbert her hair breached the school's dress for success uniform policy and placed the teen in isolation. Eva, who dyed her hair back in the summer holidays, said she would have to dye her hair back to her natural shade before she could return to lessons.
Okay, so it has to be a natural hair color.
What hair color doesn't affect your education? Like, why does it really matter?
Because education isn't just learning stuff out of books. It's also learning how to.
It's also supposed to train you to go into real life and getting a job and shit. And I promise you, most places aren't just going to let you walk around with like fucking purple hair or a fucking green mohawk or some shit.
Nope. When I was at school, a kid got a Mohican strip haircut, and he was suspended until he grew back.
Yeah, it was like there was a dude I went to high school with. He came in with a fucking mohawk, and they told him to go home, and he would, and yeah, it was either. And so, yeah, he had to fucking just shave his head the rest of the way for him to be able to come back to school.
So why should they be telling people how to dress? It's publicly funded. It's not a private institution. Why should they be telling people how to dress?
Because school is also there to teach you discipline.
Yeah, and part of that discipline is hey, we're going to start to introduce you to the real world, where in a normal job, not really in a normal job. In most jobs, you're not going to be allowed to do shit like that.
No.
Most jobs have fucking hair and facial hair grooming standards you have to maintain, and if you don't, they'll tell you either fix it or you're fired.
But they're private entities, but not a public entity. A public entity. Why they punishing people for having different hairstyles and stuff?
The amount of girls when I was at school who got detention because they'd come to school with earrings in.
The amount of girls who I went to high school with who got detention or suspended because they would come to school with half of their titties hanging out.
You lucky bastard.
I went to a school filled with thoughts.
Yeah, the titties hanging out thing was one of it was.
Mum Claire decided to take drastic action and pull the teens out of the school all together.
Yeah, there you go. They don't have to. She doesn't have to have them in that school.
Am I allowed to read a sentence about people?
Yeah, go on. I'll let you.
Claire Salnor said, "I'm furious about this. Eva has always had different hair colors. Before the summer holidays, it was green, and nobody at the school had a problem with it. Now, if we want to have a discussion as to what's included in dress codes, is another thing that dress codes are necessary, in my honest opinion. Everyone went to school full of stuff. When I was in school, one of the lasses wore suspenders and stockings. Before the summer holidays, it was green, and nobody at the school had a problem with it. Her hair is actually more plum than purple. It's neat and tidy and in a ponytail."
Well, before the summer holidays, it was green. So
read one sentence down, and that explains why it changed.
Her new uniform, her uniform was always smarter nowadays.
Yeah.
And now it's an academy. They've got this new posh uniform policy, so that's why.
Yeah. Uniform policy changed, and guess what? When it changes, you gotta fucking comply with it. Otherwise,
they were probably told this as well.
Yeah,
it would have been in the circular.
Yeah, it would have. Yeah, they would have definitely gotten notice of it.
Because they would have had to change they would have had to change the school uniforms, or at least parts of them.
Yeah. Especially if it's a school that actually has like school uniforms and shit. They are incredibly strict on this kind of stuff. Which once again, just fucking do it.
Yep. Now I'm waiting for my pizza to arrive.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Yay!
What happened there?
I don't know. So then I just had to get the kid dinner, and I'm like, all right, I'll try again in a minute when I get him food.
All right. Hey, they're reading about fucking school. They need to die, but I'm not going to nowhere. And Functional wants to know where his pizza is.
It's not
You didn't
pizza.
pay for one. You don't pay for one, you don't get one.
Having your hair colored makes you feel more confident. Read the way it's written.
That's an embarrassing extra space in the middle of a word.
Yeah.
Makes you feel more
Hold on. Hold on.
Not affect your behavior.
Hold on a minute. having your hair coloured can make you feel more confident, but it will not affect. You've just contradicted yourself in one sentence there. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Actually, it doesn't say confident though. It says co-infinite.
yeah, and it says and also I'm guessing that this person probably has a fucking attitude problem because they said I need to die, but I'm not going to it. Just fucking do it. You're not going to get that choice when you get a fucking job. If they say hey, you can't have that color hair and work here, and you say, well, I'm not dyeing it back. It's like, okay, well then you don't have a job anymore.
Actually, Blingo, like you've had a lot of different colored hair. What do you think about this then?
Okay, which is what? Think about
Because
what? Not being allowed to have colored hair and a job?
In schools?
In schools?
Yeah.
No, fuck off. You should be allowed to have as colored hair as you want unless you're a teacher.
Yeah, see, I agree.
I don't if the school has a dress code and this school has a dress code.
Yeah, because this school has a dress code. I actually agree. I don't really give a shit what people wear or look like. But if your school or your place of employment has a dress code, you have to fucking follow it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom
Yeah,
line.
but your place of employment is different because you've signed up for that, right? But when it comes to school, generally speaking, you're not allowed to not go to school. It's usually against the law for that. So if they're going to force you to go to an establishment, they fuck off. I can have whatever colored hair I want because I'm not entering into this contract. You're forcing me to go here.
Yeah, see, I fucking hell, me and Blake when I was receiving for once.
I can see your point, but like it says, if it's a school uniform, that's
well, night TV.
Excuse me a second.
Who's coughing?
My son. My name. Good
Yeah,
job, buddy.
I'm just surprised that me and Blind Guys agree with something on a stream for once. Fuck, this is a rare day.
I know.
Functional brings up a good point. You can choose to be homeschooled, or you can choose to go to a different school.
Yeah, but you can't choose to be homeschooled.
No, you can't. Not always. For example, in Canada, if you're in a certain school district, you can't choose to go to another school, especially without your parents' permission.
And plus, I mean, like it's usually your parents' choice to homeschool you or not your choice.
Yeah.
Either way, the choice is there.
The choice isn't there at all because A, you're not allowed to drop out of school and homeschool yourself without parental permission. 2, you may not be able to go to another school because there isn't one in your district. And if you were allowed to change schools, you would still need a way to get there. So no, it's not like a job where you can be like, you don't like my hair? Fuck you, I'll work somewhere else. Because the choices are more limited in school. Okay, if you're going to have to wear a uniform, fine. But when it comes to hair color or makeup or the color of shoes you're wearing, fuck off. This is not a job. This is a place that you are being forced to go to. So if they want to make you wear a uniform, fine. But what you do with your hair should be your problem.
And also, my argument was it's also a publicly funded government building, therefore it shouldn't discriminate based on things like hair color and things.
That as well, yes. If they want to have a uniform, fine, because they want everybody to be more equal, whatever the fuck reason they use nowadays, fine. But when it comes to hair color, piss off.
Well, yeah, parents' permission, but there are options. Either way.
I started dyeing my hair when I was 12 years old, and it was every color of the rainbow, including nail spikes.
It's not entitled though when you're for the most part forced to go there.
Like I say, I can see your point.
Yeah, man, I
gotta say, I agree with functional. I don't agree with the entire concept of school dress codes and stuff. But if they're gonna have it, it's like really, I'd say the only thing for a dress code would be like, hey, you have to actually be wearing fucking clothes. But if you're going to a school with a dress code, you have to fucking follow it. It's not optional.
I agree with the dress code. I do not agree with the hair code. I agree with the dress code because in a place of business, teenagers like to be racy and sometimes shirts are a little too short and tops are a little too low cut. All right, I agree with that. Setting them up for the world to dress appropriately outdoor. But hair color, I think that is a different story.
Well, hair colors, the hair color thing, that's exactly the same as setting them up for the real world.
Yeah.
It's the same concept, because most jobs aren't going to let you have like bright purple hair and shit. Most
jobs will allow you to have it as long as you can cover it up.
Oh, so like there's 8 people, there's 8 likes, and only there's 12 people watching, only 8 likes. So I think
Like, I got away with a number of jobs as long as I covered up my colored hair.
Yeah, but for a fast food job, you
had to cover it up. It's a lot. My job's the same way with tattoos and stuff. But you don't get the choice as to whether or not you're gonna follow that. You don't get to choose whether or not to follow. Not
allow you to cover up your head with the hat either. They have a no hat policy.
Then again,
so
if you don't have to wear a hairnet anyway in a fast food, because you wear mostly fast food, didn't you? So you have to have covered up hair anyway.
Well, no, you had to have a hairnet, but they also made you wear a hat or a visor.
You also have to maintain a certain level of cleanliness. If she was natural brunette and dyed it blonde, it wouldn't be no issue.
Cleanliness, that's just bullshit.
Yeah, it has the school policy is that it has to be a natural hair color,
which is stupid.
Well, not really.
I agree. I agree. I think it's stupid. I agree with you on this. I think these rules are stupid, but you don't get to just choose not to do it. That's not how it works.
I'm entirely on Skittles' side with this.
I don't like it. I don't like it, but that's the way it is.
Hey, don't just eat the ketchup. Eat.
Yeah, I think we've done this article today already. I think you should be allowed to have a color that you want to have.
I agree.
Yeah, self-expression you should be allowed to have a little bit of control of self-expression, especially if you're getting forced to go somewhere.
I completely agree, but that's not the way the world works, unfortunately.
When I was at school, the only self-expression you could wear badges on your school uniform. Like, what do you do?
It's like I have a friend of mine. He works at a bank, and he has to wear very strict. Yeah, they have a very strict dress code there. What he does for is his fucking sock game is on point. He has like 100 pairs of crazy socks, and he wears crazy belt buckles and stuff because that's what he can get away with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
you have options.
No. He's choosing to work there, whereas a student is not choosing to go to school. That's the big difference. That's not setting you up for the real world, because in the real world, if you don't fucking like the rules, you can choose to walk away and go find a place that does accept your hair color, like a tattoo shop or a motorcycle build place. Okay? But in school, you don't have a choice, and therefore, you shouldn't be forced to make your hair a certain way for them, because you don't have the option to just walk away out of that contract. Somebody else has control of your life, whereas in the real world, if you don't like the rules, you can go find somewhere who accepts your pink hair.
Yeah.
And good luck with that.
I agree.
Actually, there are places that accept pink hair.
Yeah, they probably are.
Yeah, bars.
Honestly, for me, hair color and like stuff isn't really that big a deal when it comes to a job.
Yeah,
like, at least you can find a place that does. Or you even have the option of opening up your own business where you're allowed to have pink hair.
Yeah, I know. We're not. I'm not trying to argue the validity of the rules. I think the rules are fucking stupid, but they're there. You don't get the choice to not follow them.
You should have the choice to not follow them.
You don't get a choice to not follow. You don't get a choice to not follow the rules in the real world.
This is making me laugh because if you can't make rules, if you can't make your
you get to choose not to follow the rules in the real world. You absolutely get to do. Because the real world doesn't say you can't have colored hair, just your employer. That's not rules that you have to follow. You can walk away.
If you get to ignore the rules in the real world, you walk into your next door neighbor's house and steal their TV.
I'm talking about the rules with hair color, not all the rules. Let's not get too vague here. We know what I'm talking about. If you have pink hair, That's not a world rule that you can't have fucking pink hair.
No
That's
one's
a
saying
rule
that
of
it is.
sport.
No
I'm
one's
not saying
saying that
that
it
You
is.
just said in no. Hey, you guys just said in the real world you can't choose to ignore the rules. Well, actually, if those rules only apply to your place of employment, you can choose to ignore those rules by leaving and finding another job.
No, rules of the real world are stuff like laws. You don't get to choose
Yeah.
to not follow the law.
Well, actually,
yeah, but there's
actually, with
nowhere
the
in the
job
real
thing,
world is there a law that says you can't have pink hair.
no, there isn't. But
No, we're not talking. The pink hair is not the point.
It
We're
is.
talking. The
That's
point
what
is the pink.
gone beyond that.
That's not. Yeah, that's not the point that I'm arguing. The point that I'm arguing is these rules exist. I don't agree with them. I think they're stupid. I don't think they should exist in the first place. But the fact of the matter is that they're there, and you don't just get to choose to not follow rules that are there. That's not the way it works. I'm not arguing about colored hair. I'm arguing about you don't get to just choose that you're not going to follow rules.
Anyway,
No. But I mean, I
I'm
guess
throwing a bit
that
too
would
far
be because it sucks to suck when you're not 18.
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah, I know. That's fucking part of it. Yeah, until you're 18, you don't have control of your life. That's a fact. That's a fact of life. Do I think it's dumb? Sometimes, but that's the way it is. Again, you don't get to just choose to not
One
not
more bite,
follow
you
this.
get a Lucky Charm.
anyway.
Where are my
Punch it
Lucky
up.
Charms?
Good job. Good job.
Fucking Christ, Fug's a little bit passionate about this subject, isn't he? Anyway, moving on. Time for a story about a cock.
What?
what?
Age gap granddad, 74, marries wife 21, despite her cheating on him with much younger men.
Cock.
A doodle doo. Oh God, she looks like a right minger and all.
In my school, we had the rule not to use carrier bags for our school books. Coincidentally, most people had briefcases to carry their shit. 74-year-old Serbian has married his 21-year-old girlfriend despite her cheating on him on reality TV. Foreign Bojack. Married his girlfriend
You done eating? Chew.
Mila Jana at a ceremony broadcast live on TV.
Has she got a fucking camera in my house?
No, you live there, dude. You live in Serbia. They
I
are.
know Batman's not in
But-
Serbia. Serbia, Batman might have a vacation home in Serbia. I don't know
No,
why he
good job.
would, but
Good eating, babe.
She just told me, have I done eating? Now chew.
Good eating, sweetheart. Good eating, babe.
Now she's talking baby talk to me.
You wish he was talking baby talk to you. There's a
Yes, I
difference.
do.
No, my son has a token system for when I give him food that he doesn't like as much as pasta or pizza. I have a token system. So for every bite he takes, he gets a token, and when he gets 5 tokens, he gets a Lucky Charm.
Oh, my dad had a kind of, my and dad had a kind of token system for me. If I didn't eat something I didn't like on the plate, I didn't get any food.
I
yeah.
guess at least one's worth it. To be fair, that's not a bad way to go. It is getting your dick sucked. There's worse ways to
Yeah,
die.
I can't do that with autism, by the way. He will go on hunger strikes for days.
I figured you couldn't suck his dick. No, I
That's
just
not what we were talking about.
went like getting your dick sucked. It's not a bad way to go. You just went. That's not a bad. You can't do that with autism, by the way.
Because she was referring to Batman when he said,
jokes, skills, jokes exist.
"Yeah, you see how annoying that is, Scotty?
Yeah, but that's a terrible
You see how
joke.
fucking annoying that is?"
That's a joke that's even too far for me.
Yes, and I haven't done it.
Too far of a joke. Too far.
Okay, sorry.
You will be.
No problem. Batman.
What?
The two roasted ramen. Love you too, functional. So bizarre. Yeah.
Aww.
Functional is in a very loving mood tonight.
Hey, are you done
He
chewing?
wasn't earlier.
Yeah, like 2 minutes ago, it wasn't. Anyway,
Keep
back to the article, that I've been reading, and wow, this is weird.
And the two rose to prominence after appearing on a reality TV show, Couples, which Mila Jana cheated with a much younger man after Milo Foreign was eliminated. Foreign later forgave her, and the couple announced their plans to marry earlier this year. The couple wed on the 7th of September in the town of Požega in western Serbia, with parts of the event being broadcast to the nation. Why? You're in
Yeah,
Right,
who
from what?
actually gives a shit?
Because an argument I don't love. Fair enough. Actually, I haven't cried. I just shed a few tears. What's the difference?
There's a difference.
Is there a difference?
Yes.
If you shed a few tears, I count that as crying.
No.
No.
No. I shed a tear here when I'm cutting onions. I cried when Ric Flair retired. There's a difference.
Oh yeah, there's a big difference.
There's a very big difference. And when Ric Flair retired the first time. The other five times, it's just like, okay, how long are you gonna milk this?
Yeah. According to local media, the adult children of the OAP groom as well as the bride's parents were not present at the ceremony. Why would
I
they
fucking wonder why.
They're
Why would they
dead.
watch on TV instead? Well, John
Yeah,
said it was legal for me.
If the groom is 74, I'm pretty sure that his parents are dead.
It said the bride's parents were not present at the ceremony, though.
It says they don't. Oh, the bride's parents. Yeah, probably because as they knew their daughter was a thought.
Yeah, they just thought, fuck it, we can just watch it on TV instead. Well, John said it was difficult for me that my parents weren't there, but my mother did send me a message.
And the message said, "At be gone, thought."
Right, smash her, boss.
Actually, I'm looking at the what you call it on Google at the moment. It's not that bad looking, actually. You get
Doesn't
clear
look
look.
21, though, does it?
Can't tell she's Serbian.
I'd probably smash.
I'm going to go pass.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
No opinion.
She still has a
that's because
Sorry.
Blind Girls ruined you.
smash.
Yeah, I would smash.
There wasn't that much left to do it anyway.
Hold on, scroll back up a little bit. A little bit more. One more picture up. Right there. All right, that's a much better picture. She really needs to do more squats.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, she's
And
a bit
because of that dress, I can't really judge the can situation, but I'd probably smash still.
skinny for my liking, but yeah.
Yeah. I've been slapped in the face by better, I will admit.
Miller Junker has 3 children, aged 40, 35, and 30.
Wow, his children are older than his oldest child is double her age.
Wait, do I have to call her mom?
2 grandchildren, aged 13 and 11.
Wow.
So basically, your grandchildren are closer in age than your wife is. Closer in age. So your grandchildren are closer to age and wife than even your kids are. Yeah, definitely not your shoulder legs there, folks, man. I wonder what's
I'm
back
not
in
calling
this
her
situation.
grandma.
Or she just in it for the citizenship. I don't know. Yeah, the thing I assume is money probably.
Yeah.
Couple have to money in the register always because the local church does not wed couples with an age gap over 15 years. Regarding the criticism of their age limit, I mean, no Jenna commented they don't hurt me. It is funny. It appears as though the 74-year-old groom managed to consummate the marriage. John Brown said it was a crazy wedding night, that's all I'm going to say.
Take another
Pretty
bite.
sure the old man.
Well, yeah, they make pills for that.
What was that, Blingo?
Sorry, I'm telling my son to take another bite.
Oh, right.
I'm pretty sure the old man enjoyed his time.
Apparently, he had a bad back.
I'm surprised he didn't break a hip.
Suppose he didn't die for the sense of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, Foreigners back, but your man is doing well. Ian's got a couple who reportedly travelled to Greece for their honeymoon. Oh, hello, Maddie. Haven't seen you in a while. You still owe me
Hey,
cookies.
Maddie.
Hello, Maddie.
I
Yeah,
still want those cookies,
Hey,
Maddie.
Maddie.
Maddie, you owe us cookies still.
Yeah, don't think we've forgotten about it.
Cookies. Cookies.
Speaking after cheating on foreign 35-year-old male, the 35-year-old married man, Alexander Foreign, we were into it. Started a new job, been dead. No cookies for you. Cookies
You
for-
promised us cookies.
Yeah,
Eat
we
your
were
food.
promised cookies months ago and we still haven't gotten them. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't have full sex. I only satisfied him orally, and he did the same for me. That's still cheating.
Yeah. You're still
Yeah.
a thought.
It was also touching and cuddling.
But is it a forethought or an afterthought?
How many cookies in like a year if you can't? How many cookies in like a year if I can't have them, neither can you.
Yeah, I actually can't have cookies anymore because I'm tired of being fat. So,
Well, I can't get cookies, Maddie. Yeah, if you find yourself like getting mugged or something, I'm just going to stand there and watch.
yeah, if Batman can't have cookies, you can't ride in the Batmobile.
Yeah, in fact, I'm actually going to give the mugger advice.
Are you all done your dinner?
No,
You all finished?
no.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Talking about food.
You still want your apple?
God damn it.
Yeah. Okay.
She added that we decided to stay with Miliyoko because he was more beautiful and he opted to forgive the indiscretion.
Wow, she really is a full-on thought. Yeah. Functional brought up a point earlier. What do you think the bank account situation is for this dude, or is she just in it for the citizenship?
Well, I assume they're both Serbian,
So it's got to be the bank account situation then.
probably. Essence of cookie. Essence of cookies aren't cookies. They don't count.
Good enough for me.
I heard about this
How about,
earlier.
how about this, Maddie? Instead of sending me cookies, just send me a couple shots, and we'll call it even.
Right, that's my pizza here. I'm going to eat it. I'll talk to you good people later.
Bye,
Later,
baby.
bats.
See you later.
Yes, I guess you have cookies. You know, KFC's finger-looking good dating app. Like you romance Colonel Sanders.
What in
KFC.
the?
KFC's
What?
finger-looking good dating simulator will let you romance Colonel Sanders.
What in the Kentucky Fried Fuck? No tequila for me, Maddie. Vodka will do fine though.
Wimp.
No, trust no, because tequila makes me get naked, fight, and throw up. Not always
Wimp.
in that order.
Coming from you. Coming from the person
Yeah.
who drank like 2 sips of rum and go,
Blind girl, I drank a handle of Jose by myself one night. I'm done with tequila forever. Same with
that's right.
Fireball. I drank a handle of that shit by myself.
Why else
I
would you
can't.
do it?
I still can't smell Big Red gum without getting nauseous.
Hey, have you ever dreamt of attending a highly competitive culinary school? And if you play your cards right, getting skipped like mashed potatoes into a gravy slide bowl of Colonel Sanders love.
This seems like just the weirdest erotic fan fiction on the planet.
Yeah. Yeah, this technically is what's it called? Necrophilia, where you love the dead, because Colonel Sanders is dead. So
Well, it's a
necrophilia, isn't it? When you love the dead.
yeah.
No, it's not when you love the dead. It's when you have
It's
sex
when you
with
fuck
the
the
dead.
dead.
Yep.
It's kind of like necrophilia, isn't it? If you can have like a love for the dead person.
No.
No. Oh, I love Lemmy from Motorhead. He's dead. I'm not going to try to find his body.
I love my dead son. I'm not a necrophiliac.
I love
Yeah, I
my
mean,
dead dog.
love,
I'm not a
like, in love,
necrophiliac or into bestiality.
Either way, your chance is nearly here because KFC are presenting you launch a free game called I Love You, Colonel Sanders. A pretty looking good dating simulator. The game is available on Steam as of the 24th of September.
That's funny.
Why does this even exist?
Because it's hilarious.
This is just some sick fuck who wrote who was too terrible at writing to write a fan fiction, but somehow knows how to code.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sounds. The game
Hey,
available on Steam as of the 31st of September was imagined by creative agency Weldon and Kennedy, Portland. Of course, I blame Portland then. Just because his name's Portland. And developed by Sishop. No, it makes everyone's clothes fall off. Crown is what does it for me.
Oh, is Trucker back in traffic again? Yeah? All right.
Well, no, he's in hospital.
No, Trucker gave me a link to his stream yesterday before he, posted it to his thing or whatever. And at exactly 6 hours in, he's in stop and go traffic from yesterday.
When the game's coming soon, page hit Steam this week. It kicked off a random speculation across gaming news sites and social media about whether it was a legitimate entry in the increasing popular genre of dating sims. KFC and now W&K confirmed to Adweek that this is indeed a real full game, lets you compete with rivals at the University of Cooking Field Academy for learning the praise and affection of Colonel Sanders. Oh, good God.
Mute that now.
This looks fucking terrible.
Yeah, not only is this so fucking awful, I just want to kill myself, but there's also some serious weeb shit.
For the sake of blind girl, it's like a KFC anime.
I mean, in this case, it's actually more, to be fully accurate, it's a KFC interactive hentai.
Forget Sanders. We just want to bring Professor Dog. We just want to hang out with Professor Dog. In the game, you're an up-and-coming elementary student coming alongside Colonel Sanders. Thankfully, he's not your teacher because that would get weird. That weirder. And that's hilarious Kentucky Fried Disrespect competition. He didn't get promoted beyond the colonel.
Was he? I don't think he ever actually was a colonel. I think it was an honorary colonel.
Well, I'm not surprised it's like an anime style game. Of course, the fucking Japanese would have come up with this.
Yeah, you knew immediately this was some weeb shit.
I'm being faced with life-changing decisions that will affect your choices of friendship and love. Your multiple-choice selections of how the game should proceed will change. However, characteristics see you and their chances of landing at double down from Heartthrob, Harland. Yeah. Do you have what it takes to survive in culinary school? Will Colonel Sanders choose to be your business partner? Or even so much more. It seems so many poses find out in the most finger-looking good dating simulator ever created. A game that KFC actually made.
Wait. A game that KFC actually made? What?
Well,
I don't believe for a second.
They would have had to at least pay for the license and stuff.
I don't believe for a second KFC would actually let this happen.
Why not? It's extra ad revenue for them.
I would not want my name associated with something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. If I was a massive corporation, I wouldn't want my brand anywhere near this.
It's a good marketing strategy, I guess.
Thanks, Lord, into the-
In what planet?
Thanks largely to the growth of Steam and other popular gaming platforms, Japanese-style dating simulators have grown in popularity and creativity in recent years. With roots in the 1980s, the game genre began to take off in the 90s systems like the PlayStation and Game Boy Color.
I hate this planet.
Especially
Yep.
dating.
Hey, so what? Over under on how long something like this? On how long until something like this exists for with except instead of Colonel Sanders, it's Gordon Ramsay.
Please no.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Burger
incorporate
King
that
used to
with
have
food,
that game where, like, Burger King used to have some kind of little video game.
Yeah, but not a dating simulator.
So?
And Tom, you are right. Yeah, Yum Corporation owns KFC. They also own Pepsi, Pizza Hut, and a bunch of other things.
Traditional dating sims involve choosing from several possible romantic partners or friends in a setting such as a high school or college. In the past decade, genre has seen more enticing entries with titles like the cult favorite After Full Boyfriend, a pigeon dating simulator. What a pigeon dating simulator?
What? A pigeon dating simulator?
Okay. The plot takes some unexpected turns in a grotesque murder mystery.
Oh my god.
It's kind of funny.
That's not funny.
Yeah.
How of all people are you? How of all people are you the one enjoying this the most?
Because it's hilarious.
Game developer Sysomp is best known for advertising in advertising circles for its animations of other digital creations prior to the Colonel Sanders dating sim. Production House is partnered with Weldon and Kennedy Portland on Channel Oregon's ambiguous homage to films of Hayao Miyazaki Studio Jaya Billy. So yeah, if you're interested, that exists.
Oh Lord.
I just put me in this. So if anyone's getting a shield, please shield now.
YouTube.com/C/Mr. Misanthropic, because I can no longer be fucked to put a link in the chat. Watch my videos. I'll probably start streaming again fairly soon.
The link's
Who
in the-
knows?
anyway.
Who knows? I don't know I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Watch my videos and give me money.
And Blind Chucking's on in about an hour,
Oh.
so go there.
Oh yeah, and hold on. I do actually have something to actually show. Let me find it real quick. Since I'm tired of fucking around with Twitter, join my Discord.
Hey, butthead. What's up? What are you watching?
Link is now in the chat.
Also remember to like, share, and subscribe.
Hey, Rosie.
Thanks for watching.
Here.
You're a bunch of cunts. Goodbye.
Sex.
Oh.
Don't piss on the shower curtain.
Is that the Indy 500?